here from Bygone with this gorgeous 72 Pontiac Grand Prix. Just wanted you to be able to listen to the engine run. Let's take a look at a few odds and ends here underneath the hood. Car is mostly untouched under the hood. So many original parts that I could see. I did put a reproduction upper radiator hose on the car. This is a battery topper, so that's not a correct battery. However, so many details on this car are in place, including original battery cables. I think that might be the original alternator. It's got that splotch of paint up on the top to keep your GM car all GM sticker is still in place. And then, you take a look around too. Oops, sorry about that. Breather hose is original to the car. Evap lines coming off the charcoal canister. Those are all original as well. Looks like the master cylinder and booster are original. You can see that original tag there. I did paint the master cylinder. That was starting to get a little rusty looking, so I did paint that a cast iron gray. It just really untouched. The Rochester Quadrajet is still in place on the car. What else can I say, ladies and gents? I did change the oil. The car runs and drives, as you can see from the other videos. However, it could use that next level of TLC to become a reliable daily driver. Things that I would look at. I would have the carb rebuilt. And I would address, sometimes when this car is warm, it has a hot restart issue. I think it's got some heat soak going on. And so we might have to take a look at, there are various remedies for heat soak, but it's not something that these 400s are immune to because they do build up some heat underneath the hood. So it's not something that happens every time. But for example, we took the car out for a long drive today. I put about 50 miles on it. When I came back, I went to go restart it, and the car wouldn't start. So it took probably about a half hour or so. I left the hood open on it and came back, and she fired right up. So keep that in mind. The other thing to remember, and again, remember, this car's been off the road for quite some time. Here we go. Is it does leak tranny fluid. You can see there. Now, I suspect it's front seal, but it's got a couple different things going on there. You know what, gang? Drive the car for a while. Just drive it. Put some miles on it. See if some of those seals swell back up, and you may remedy a few things on its own. But in the event that it doesn't, keep that in the back of your mind, that, hey, the car might need some TLC in a few areas. I noticed underneath, too, and I'll address these in the undercarriage video, that some of the bushings and stuff, probably could be replaced just due to age, not because of, any problems or anything like that, but because the car's 50 years old. And so I noticed, too, sometimes when you make a hard right turn, it feels almost like that front passenger side coil spring might not be like that. There's that bushing that it sits in the perch on, And I feel like that bushing might be deteriorated because you kind of get a doing from time to time. Now, again, when I took it out today for the drive, I couldn't get it to do it. But I want folks to know, that they're not getting a perfect car. It's still 50 years old. It's still been off the road for a while. And although we've got the hard part done, it runs, it drives, it stops safely. There are some tinkerings that are still going to need to be addressed. But again, friends, what an honest to goodness, nice car. If you do have any specific questions about this 72 Grand Prix, don't hesitate to reach out. My name's Jeff. I'm from Bygone in beautiful Mazomania, Wisconsin. I'm happy to help any way I can. Take care.